Carl here from 5-Star Reviews, and in this web event, I'm going to go through my framework on how to respond to a 1-star review. Now, while I say 1-star, I really mean anything less than a 5-star. And using this framework, I've managed to turn 1-star, 2-star reviews into a 5-star. So I hope you'll find this really helpful. So the mistake that I often see when people are starting to respond to their reviews, which is something they should always do, no matter whether it's a week old or even a year old. And the mistake that I see them doing is that they often come from a place of blame or denial, where one of my big bugbears is when people say, look, we've looked in our records and we can find no evidence that you've ever been to our store. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Nobody cares. Okay, they don't really care. They really want to have what they're having as their issue put out there in the world stage. And how you respond to that says a lot more about your company when things are going not great than sometimes when things are going really well. Okay, so there's blame, there's excuses. I think you get the idea. Okay, now the big idea around this is that you are writing it for the new clients. You know, the people that are potentially going to read it and see, well, this is how this company is responding to a review when things are not going great. But you're also writing it to potentially change the review in terms of the review rating. So it's super, super important to make sure that you absolutely get this one right. So into the framework. So on the first side, I always talk about coming at it from a place of empathy. You know, when you're really coming at it from a place of empathy, you're really understanding where the client's coming from, and you really are feeling it's about them. The second part is all about acknowledgement. And the third part is all about remedy, which is about making it right. Okay. So when it's all about empathy, you're really shifting the focus from being all about you to being about them. When you're acknowledging that what the client is saying is true, even if it is just for them, you're really coming at it from letting the client feel that they were once invisible, but now they feel like you've really seen what they're talking about. And remedy is really all about being indifferent to being reconnected. When you come at a place from empathy and acknowledgement, the client feels heard. And when you come at it from a place of acknowledgement and remedy, the client feels understood. And ultimately, when you can come at it from a place of remedy and empathy, the client feels significant. And if you really think about it, like as human beings, you know, isn't that what we all want? We want to feel heard, we want to feel understood, and we want to feel significant. I want to go into a little bit more detail around the remedy part. Sometimes a lot of business owners that I speak to when I read their reviews, their idea of remedy is more about, I'm sorry. And while that's really important to really verbalize in a review, clients are generally wanting something more. Okay, so I get that you're sorry, but that's really not enough. Now, what you do to remedy that situation, to really make it right, could be things like, you know, let's just jump on a call. I'd love to really reconnect with you and really hear where you're coming from. It could be offering them a complimentary something or other, whatever it is that your core product is. Or it could be, you know, something that's got a really low intrinsic cost to you as the business owner, but a high perceived value to your client. And you can sometimes do this with partnership agreements. So we might have plenty of different partners that we work with, and sometimes they give us things that we can then pass on to future clients. So that's an example of a remedy just going above and beyond just simply saying sorry. So hopefully you found this little web series really important. Your action item out of this is to look back at potentially all of the reviews that you may have in your review account. And firstly, make sure that you have responded to your reviews, all of them. And if there are some there that are less than a 5-star, maybe use this framework and see, even if you've responded to previously, you can go in there and still change that and rewrite it based on this framework. The client will actually get a notification that you've done that. And I'm sure that they will potentially look at that, and it could be an opportunity to re-engage with a past client. All right, keep making magic for your clients.